we put in more than enough effort to ensure that things run well. I have a department where I have more than 1,500 number of students, and the lecturers that are there are not up to 8. I can say that emphatically. I just left at the end of that department. We are not more than 8. So the question is, do you think 8 lecturers are sufficient enough to give quality education to those people? So that was why somebody came and said, let us inject new staff. That injection took our wage bill to about 520 million. This government came and said, we can't cope. Go and retrench. That retrenchment, of course, is what we are asking that we should want to revisit, because it did not actually follow the process. You cannot retrench to an extent that you will retrench all staffs in science and SLT. As we speak today, SLT has no staff other than the head of departments there. The question is, if we resume today, is it only the HOD that will teach those students who are already in 300 level? We have 100, 200, 300. So even when you say you are rationalizing, you must rationalize with your sense. You don't rationalize as someone who does not care about whatever happens in your environment. That's why we want to revisit. If you say some people are recruited illegally, without advertisement, without whatever, we want to look at the procedure that led to their dismissal. Then the ASUU, are we going to resume after the national strike? We are not going to resume anywhere. We are not going to. In fact, our members will not have money to buy fuel and come to this university after the strike. That is the truth, and that is the plain truth. To this extent, ASUU wishes to demand the following: 1. Immediate substantial increment in subvention to EKSU by government to at least 350 million naira monthly. Immediate release of outstanding 5-month subvention owed by government. Immediate payment of 3 months outstanding salaries of July, August, and September 2018 by the administration. Settlement of 15 months amortized stroke half salaries owed our members by the administration. Immediate settlement of 18 months third-party reductions to pension fund administrators by the administration. Legitimate and immediate trial of all that may be remotely or directly responsible and culpable for the current woes befalling our university. Payment and updating of retirement benefits to our retired members by the administration. Immediate review of staff disengagement saga of December 2019 by the administration and council. Enablement of purposeful leadership from the administration hierarchy. This, therefore, serves to call on well-meaning sons and daughters of Ekiti, ASUUs, priests, pastors, imams, and affairs, as well as the state lawmakers and the students' community, to impress it on our almighty visitor, the governor of the state, Dr. John Kayode, as well as the pro-chancellor, Professor Stanley Omole, to change their nonchalant stance on Ekiti State University before the catastrophic explosion looming ahead. The union should not be blamed for the administrative inability of the visitor, his pro-chancellor, and the vice-chancellor, which might result into industrial disharmony in the nearest future.
The government did not own subvention as of 2018. This present, it was being owned by the past administration of Dr. Ayodele Fayose. As a matter of fact, the records, in our record, it was discovered, even though in the school, the manual of the school, in the records there, the subvention has been owned. It has been owned for a period of 5 months during the Fayose administration. It's not this government that is owning the subvention. And this led to non-payment of their salaries. The salary has been outstanding since then, before we took over the government. Then, concerning the layoff staff, it is a decision of the university that downsides because of inadequacies of funds to meet the salaries. In as much that there have been likely outstanding salary from the past administration for not paying for non-rendition of subvention, meeting up the subvention of the university, and this brought about the backlog of outstanding salaries of workers. And this government has been doing largely to look into the situation and come up with something concrete to ameliorate the problems in the university. The issue of disengagement, like I've said, if there is no funds, according to the university, what can the university do? So it was not a vision thing or a bad decision.